Hi, everybody. Hope you had a good day today. I think today, this Monday, is really the final day of not much sun, likely showers at times, although overall it was a little bit drier today. And these crazy high temperatures that will struggle just to get out of the mid 40s. We have a little bit of improvement coming tomorrow with the drier forecast, more sun. That'll boost temperatures a little bit. Wednesday, after a cold start, is dry. The sun will boost temperatures a little bit. So we're going to start pulling out of this, and we'll get into that in a moment. I do want to take you down south into the Medford National Weather Service office and track what is still a winter storm for a good chunk of the southern portion of Oregon and certainly the southwestern corner of Oregon. So again, this is out of the Medford National Weather Service office. Snow accumulation forecast from earlier this morning through 4 p.m. tomorrow. And if you look at the map down here, everything in this kind of pink color, this is all winter storm warnings from the Crater Lake area down through Klamath Falls, Medford, Grants Pass, I-5 going across the border, and you can see Mount Shasta area into the winter storm warning. So look at this Klamath Falls. This shows about 4 to 6 inches of snow potentially in the elevated hills around your area. You get up into the upper elevations of Crater Lake, including earlier today through tomorrow at 4 p.m. This is showing 30 to 36 inches of snow. That's crazy if that comes true. And then if you look at the key over here, storm, this is total snow accumulation for the storm itself. And again, anything in blue, which is the relatively lower elevations, and certainly I-5 into Grants Pass, is showing more like 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow at best. And then when you get above 3,000 feet, you start getting into the heavier snow amounts. So again, this afternoon into Tuesday, moderate to heavy snow above 3,000 feet, moderate to heavy snow down to lower passes in Douglas County. You got light to moderate snow at 500 feet in some cases in Douglas County. And again, the widespread winter storm warning through 4 o'clock tomorrow. Now, what about the highways? Now, Siskiyou Summit sits a little bit higher than Highway 26 Government Camp on Mount Hood. That's 4,000. This is nearly 4,300 feet. Now, we saw that the heavier snow at times will be 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Siskiyou Summit, this is this afternoon coming up on 5:30, was just wet with a freezing temperature of 30. So it looks like this pass has been worse again at night, early morning, and then kind of clearing up during the day. But remember, if you're traveling on I-5 south into Medford, south across the border, then in California, you are driving into a winter storm warning zone. So we'll keep you updated on that. That storm expected to pull out the latter part of Tuesday. Now, how about the National Weather Service office here in Portland? This is a big improvement. Notice no longer any advisories up and down the Coast Range. Notice no advisories on the west slope of the Cascades or up into the Cascades themselves. We do have a winter weather advisory for snow. This would be the east slope of the Cascades and then still down into Madras, Santiam, Redmond, and Bend. And we can click on this. So this winter weather advisory is in effect just through tonight, extending into 4 a.m. Tuesday. This is for areas above 1,500 feet that could still be 2 to 6 inches of snow, 4 to 8 inches above 2,500 feet. That was the mountains of Lane County. Again, all these other warnings look like they're pretty much the same, okay? So that would, I think, yeah, that would take you into the east slope of the Cascades, getting into like the Sun River area, mainly up in elevation above 1,500 feet, 2 to 6, 4 to 8 above 2,500 feet. That's that east slope of the Cascades into Central Oregon. So we'll keep an eye on that overnight tonight, ending tomorrow morning. Here's the water vapor imagery, and it's going to show you a couple of things I want to point out. Number one, you can see the low spinning right here. And then this green means heightened water vapor. Now, technically, this just means a lot, but I will tell you in this case, and often this is the case, it's a pretty good depth of moisture hitting southern Oregon and northern California. And right here, this line is not going to push any farther to the north. So the stormy action will be confined to that southern Oregon quadrant into northern California tonight and tomorrow for any significant snow. Where you see the kind of the white colors, this is that cold pocket that we've been in. But notice this cold pocket at one time, watch my mouse, extended all the way back into the Aleutian Islands. So now you can see the cold pocket is shrinking. The showery field is weakening. And it still looks like once we get into tomorrow, there will be some scattered showers over the mountains, but not that many. And Portland, Salem, and Vancouver are potentially dry tomorrow. And then back in here, we slowly get into some warmer weather. But once the precip chance for measurable moisture, which I think that will end tonight, we may be dry all the way. We may be dry Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday's our next storm. And that system coming in on Saturday still looks like snow levels are going to be no lower than about 2,000 feet. And I'll show you that coming up in just a moment. Let's go to the Coast Range. They had really good snowfall over the Coast Range last night into this morning. This is 33 degrees. Quartz Creek, that's on the west slope of the Coast Range. That's still icy and snowy right now. It never got the snow off the ground. At one point, Highway 26 on the east slope of the Coast Range at 1,400 feet was up to, I think, 36, 38 degrees. But they had so much snow, it never melted. So this is definitely icy, snowy cover tonight. Oregon 6, Lee's Camp, down to what? About 600 feet. Highway's clean, but you can see the snow falling. Murphy Hill is potentially going to get some more snow cover again. So caution for winter weather over the Coast Range once again with potential light snow accumulations tonight into tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow, it really looks like outside the mountains, we're going to be dry. This shows early frost up in Astoria and then getting sun. That might be a little over gun ho, but maybe not. Temperatures in the 40s, still relatively cool. There's the dry weather until there's a chance of rain developing PM hours along the coast on Friday. The likely rain time this weekend, but temperatures are going to be closer to normal with rain. Low 40s in the morning, daytime highs approaching 50. So that's wet, but that's a far better cry than what we had been seeing, obviously. I do want to get you into my Mount Hood look at what the passes are doing. 21 Timberline, 26 Meadows. They didn't get a lot of snow today. Look at it. 2 new at Timberline, 2 new at Meadows, 1 new at Ski-Bow. So clearly all this is starting to calm down. Here's my not just Mount Hood, but projection of snow levels in general. So tomorrow, much drier, some flurries in the mountains. Snow level still low, still cold air, 1,000 to 1,500 feet. Friday's totally dry. Snow level finally starting to come up a little bit, 2,500. Thursday, totally dry. Snow level comes up a little bit more, 3,500. This is a warming air mass. Friday, totally dry in the Cascades. Snow level all the way up to 5,000 feet. That's a nice day. Maybe approaching 60 in Portland. I'll show you that in a moment. And then 4 to 7 inches, maybe a little bit on Saturday daytime, snow developing. Snow level by evening falls down to 2,500 feet, but it doesn't really go lower than that. And then we have some snow with the low snow levels below Cascade passes on Sunday and again on Monday. Right now, Government Camp, snow covered 26 degrees. No surprise there. Okay. This is just with the moisture winding down. I just want to show you snow. All right. So this is tonight going into tomorrow morning. I'm going to stop this Tuesday at 4 a.m. This is the National Blended Model from the Weather Service. Here's Mount Hood. Maybe 3 inches at most of snow shower activity. Maybe just some traces to less than 1 inch of snow potentially of activity on the Coast Range. We're quieting down, right? Similar things going on up around the Washington Cascades and even up into the Olympics, not much. Now, here's that storm. This is, remember, Crater Lake was going to get big time snow. So this is 13 inches of snow around Crater Lake and to the south in the Cascades, generally at 3,000 feet and higher, as we saw earlier when we were talking about this. This is into tomorrow morning. This winter storm warning goes until 4 p.m. Tuesday. Here's 4 p.m. Tuesday. 23 inches of snow up above 3,000 feet in the Cascades. Lesser amounts along I-5 down through Grants Pass. And maybe traveling is not that bad, but you need to check conditions. And then some heavier snow at times going into Northern California. So again, that's where that storm is. And this storm, there's some decent accumulating snow. So if you look at the map, here's Deschutes County right in here. The heavier snow up in the Cascades, maybe up into Santiam Pass, certainly Willamette Pass. This shows about 1.5 inches of potential snow around Bend, maybe a few inches in Sun River going into the morning hours. But most of it is south of that resort area, okay, as we look. Here is the upper flow pattern. This is the European model. I haven't showed you this one in a while. Most models are pretty close to agreement. This afternoon at 4 p.m., there's that polar jet, which is starting to lift up to the north, signs of warming. Polar jet, 4 p.m. today is actually down around Salem. Clearly, we're still in this cold air mass. Showers, we'll get some tonight. Here's tomorrow morning. Here's tomorrow afternoon. Now look at tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Polar jet is actually north of the Columbia River. This is right in here, and it's moving northeast, right in here, moving this way. This is the exit of that cold trough. All right, let's play this into Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, we believe the storms in Southern Oregon are over. There's another rainmaker moving into the Bay Area of California, but that's well south of us. Our cold air right in here is moving out. So there's the dry weather Wednesday. I was watching a weak system on Thursday here, but it looks like it's going to stay up to our north. So I've taken that rain chance out. So Thursday's dry. Here's the Friday ridging, which is the warmest day of the week. And I still think it's possible that if we get enough sun on Friday, if the clouds hold off to our west, that we could hit 60. A sunny 60-degree day this time of the year is actually pretty close to normal. And then here's the trough. So here's Saturday morning. Might be dry when you wake up Saturday morning early. It might be, but rain develops during the morning. We have a front that comes in the morning. It showers in the afternoon. Now it looks like Sunday's kind of an in-between day with a lot of showers. Here's that Nick system that comes in. The timing on this right now, the second front is Monday at 5 a.m. That's a rain to showers day. And then we're still chilly with some showers on Tuesday and Wednesday, but highs at least well up in the 40s and maybe 50. I did write down that the American GFS model, while nothing looks as cold as what we are now getting out of, but overall it's kind of a wet pattern with more shower days than not all the way through the 20th day of March. Okay, let's look at some temperatures. 41 up in Seattle is the current number. All dry tomorrow, 44 after a freezing start. Wednesday, all dry, 44. Thursday, all dry, 47. Just like Portland. Now, they introduced a chance of rain on Friday up north. I think Portland's going to stay dry. And then like Portland, the rainy weather with lows around 40, daytime highs close to 50 into the weekend. Overall, it's pretty similar, right? Here's Bend, 32 right now. Look at, again, snow in the morning, 18. Daytime high, 36. Wednesday's all dry, cold, hard freeze in the morning, 39 in the afternoon. Freezing Friday, 41. Still chilly. And then 47 on Friday. And then a chance of some moisture building in during the day Saturday with those fronts coming. Sunday's an in-between day, and there's Monday. Nothing looks as cold as what we're just getting out of, right? Okay. And let's just check out the Medford numbers real quick. Medford, 48 tomorrow. So again, on I-5 level, that's not bad, right? More of a rainy day with snow up in the elevations of the mountains. Wednesday's dry, Thursday's dry. Friday, you get into some increasing rain. And then again, a rain into the weekend, but not the cold stuff we've had. Daytime highs in the 50s. All right, here's Portland's 7-day forecast. Holding on to at least a shower chance tomorrow, although maybe any showers are up in the mountains, and even that wouldn't amount so much. The bigger story tomorrow is partly cloudy skies coming, some sun. Still chilly. There probably will be some frosty spots in the morning. 47 in Portland in the afternoon. A hard freeze Wednesday morning. Fog to sun, 48. Thursday, 32 to 50. That's still well below normal for this time of the year. And then after a cold start on Friday, boom, finally a nice afternoon like we should be. 56, 57, 58, maybe 60 in parts of the valley. Rain develops Saturday. But again, this is not the cold that we've had. Showers on Sunday. I've got 43 to 48 with that second front Monday morning. Okay. Hey, my YouTube numbers are starting to do better. I appreciate you supporting my forecast work. It means a lot to me. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do so. That helps me out. Tell your friends about it. My weather is a site that I own and operate, by the way, that I use heavily during these videos is portlandweather.com. It's got those great travel cameras on the coast page and the Mount Hood page and the gorge page. The gorge is fine, by the way. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill, and I will talk to you soon.